Yeah, so the sheep broke out and they're out there with no electric fence, nothing keeping them in. There's a couple that didn't get out screaming, but that's how life goes. YouTube, how's it going? Rob, Chicken Ranch Homestead. We're out here today in the pasture, moving sheep. Go try something new. I bought a tine attachment ripper that goes on my 4-8N. We're going to run a couple trial tests. Really should be done spring or fall. But I'm going to give this thing a try on a couple ideas right now. I ran a test back in the very back of the pasture. But I have this alleyway that's well compacted. I'm going to run the ripper through it, then give an honest opinion of what I think about it. And we'll go from there. I'll get the 8N going and then we'll set up the camera and show you what happens. Okay folks, you can see I got the ripper installed. This goes on my tine attachment hay spear, so that's why it's on. We did get 2 3/4 bales off the field. But that fits on a 2-inch receiver. They call it an ATV, UTV, but hey, I'm putting it on this. It works on the 8N. I've already ran some tests. Yeah, my 3-point sinking because I need to rebuild it. But it's about 14 inches. Hooks right into the 2-inch receiver. It takes everything the 8N's got to pull it once it goes fully in. But let's talk more about it. So this is a simple attachment. It's pretty cheap for this unit. It's approximately $100. It came with 2 shear bolts and everything else. I already broke one of the shear bolts pretty quickly actually, but that's okay. But what I'll do is I'll set up the camera here and I'll show you ripping with the 8N here on this little part of the pasture here where I got the bald spot. We're just going to do that really quick. Then I will set up and we'll go down the alleyway, and that'll be that. And then I'll give an honest review of this. What are you doing? You're not supposed to be out here. You know better. Where are you going? Oh, great. Here you all go. Sheep are getting out. Okay, folks, you saw it running, whatever. It's bent. I bent it. That 2-inch receiver is bent, and I blew a shear bolt. And this is one of the things that came out on their website. So does the tiny attachment do what's supposed to do? Yeah, absolutely. But I got a low battery warning. Let's click that. But the problem is, I saw this and I saw reviews, and a lot of people said it's not made to handle things. It's not. I can see the plate is bent. That is, 1/4-inch plate. The ripper is pretty decent size. I didn't hurt the ripper except for the shear bolts, but that's what they're there for. They're made to break. It broke towards the end. Does a great job. I mean, it ripped up that compaction. You can see it. Let's get a closer look. It ripped it right up. I mean, it's nice. It undid the compaction. You can tell how dry our ground's been this year. It's been pretty dry. Whoa, that's the sun. It's been pretty dry this year, so you know, it's kind of hard on it. But you know, my final thoughts, quick and simple, is they call this for an ATV or a UTV. Yeah, probably because it can't get the depth I can. I'm running the 3-point, and I can run it to the pretty much scraping. So that's about 14 inches into the dirt, and it makes the 8N work. I mean, there's a couple times you can see that it was about ready to stall out, but it'll pull it. I need a little weight on the front end here. Probably some beet juice in the tires and beet juice in the front, and a little bit of suitcase weight on the front too. But it'll rip. It'll do its job. It's bent. That's okay. They sent me an extra one, and I'm not even a paid person. Well, I got an extra one. I got a spare one. I'll use it. So that's that on that. I mean, honestly, I wanted to rip the whole field every 10 or 12 feet at the end of this fall, right before winter time, when we had everyone off the pasture, and run the ripper through it. But I don't know. I'd probably have to make some more shear bolts at work, which I can do. They're 1/2-inch bolts, by the way, which, I mean, they're made to shear, but they bring it down to about 1/4-inch, and it probably needs to be a 1/2-inch bolt brought down to about 3/8. But if it was a little bit bigger, then I would bend that hitch even more. So it's kind of all in all. But the versatility of this whole system is really keen. It's really nice. I can do a lot of stuff. I can have the bale spear on, not have to take that all off and run this ripper, which is great. I can do some other things and just take the bale spear off, leave the little tines in, and probably still run a ball hitch on it. But spear just comes off with a nut, and the little stabilizers just, you know, it's like a 1/2-inch wrench, and they screw out. They sit in a little recess. I wish I could show you this. Mom's bellowing over there, and the 2 calves are running off. You can't see it. I can't zoom in close enough. But yeah, I think that's that. The main reason why I wanted to rip is because it's been so dry. My neighbor also talked about this field's about ready to be plowed. I know in regenerative speaking, we don't plow our pastures. We try to look for ways to regenerate it and whatever through manure loads and grazing practices. And that's what we're going to try to do. But I believe this ripping idea, which I've seen from Oklahoma State and a few other people down in Texas, I think this is a good alternative, and not rip up everything, like plow it all under and replant seed. I just can't afford to do that, let alone have a pasture out of service for that long right now. So I'm just going to end up probably running 12-foot spacing, rip all the way to the back from the front, and see what it does. It should bring up some growth, should help with compaction. If I do this in the spring and fall, it should really start to loosen up this ground again and revitalize it. We did lose a lot of plant growth this year. I don't have the red clover I did last year. I did overseed this year, and I have white clover out the yin yang, but the sheep really aren't eating it. You know, neighbor said that his cows will eat it up like it's going out of style. My sheep aren't eating it. Why, I don't know. But I think that'll do it. Remember, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, and I will see you again here at the Chicken Ranch Homestead.